along with Miller Vanilla. Sainsy teaming with King Kong, who's been promoted to the pro ranks, as have Mr. Pickle and Sloth. If you don't know how it works here, then don't know why that's not gone live. They've redone it. Ah, they've redone it. Okay. Okay, so we are now live on both channels, which is good. Do drop us a chat in either one and I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, so I was going to say, if you don't know how it works here with DRS, then each constructor has a pro driver and a pro-am driver, 2 separate championships, and a combined constructors championship as well. So that's designed to keep it close and keep every team in with a chance. And the top Pro-Am drivers were promoted up to the pro ranks, with Levi unfortunately going in the other direction. Could that give him new impetus? With a brand new car and a brand new season. It's a clean slate for everybody. And we are underway in the session. What I will do, as always, is go on board with whoever comes out first, and we'll track them through their outlap and hot lap, and then we'll try and get on board as others get going. So who is moving? Looks like an Alfa Romeo, and it is Ninjas who's going to be the first one to come out.
If you don't know, the tubulars safety device.
There we are. Ninja's the first one out on track then for the new season here in the desert night of Bahrain. Next year we'll celebrate 20 years on the F1 calendar. The first of the Middle East desert circuits. Of course, we've got quite a few now with Jeddah and Abu Dhabi and Qatar. A few more drivers making their way out onto the track now. Ninja's teammate Syme is out on track. Sainsy, Colin, Easy Life and Miller Vanilla. We've got both Alpha Tauris out already. A few more coming out now. I can see a Ferrari and a Red Bull coming out onto the track. 50 jump that is, and Levi. But we're going to watch Ninjas as he starts his hot lap.
Far Cry, Rise of the Revolution, official prequel to the Far Cry 6 game.
Yara is now more prosperous than ever. Our transformative project is not without enemies.
We are the revolution!
I can tell you one basic thing I've learned. Revolution achieves nothing.
It's time to rise up! It's time to take whatever is at hand and fight!
free trial with Audible today. The new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium. Our lowest monthly prices on our new plans on the UK's best network 10 years running. Incredible iPhone, best network, everyday price.
To be set, we've got no idea if it's any good or not when the time comes up. Flash of purple on the track map, which is always good. Lot of traffic now out on the track, and Ninjas is going to come up to the line, and a 1:32.7 is the time for Ninjas. Let's see a start an Alpha Tauri. Miller Vanilla 129.9. We may have gone to the wrong Alpha Tauri, but here comes Colin. And Colin goes over 130.1. Samesy next over the line, 130.5. And here comes Syme. Previous winner here. And Syme goes provisional pole with a 129.8. Easy Life 131.9. We are with Joker now in the other McLaren, and he is attacking the curb. Ben Lane fastest with a 129.4, the Alpine, and Levi went over a 131.8. Senna a 131.2, puts him 6th. Syme is in second with 121.98, we saw that. Ronnie goes over with 130.8 in the Alpine. That is now beaten by 50 Gent, a 130.2 in the Red Bull. We stay with Joker as he comes to the last corner. And he almost lost the car there. And he's going to abandon this one. More time coming in. Swanton, a 129.7, goes into second place, and Smug goes on to provisional pole in the Red Bull, a 129.4 for Smug. Here is Al Newt in sector 1. And runs wide. And he'll abandon that one. Here's AM, who's cruising into the pits, having invalidated. So here's Sloth. Mr. Pickles on a 132.1. Easy Life at 131.9. Here comes Sloth. A 130.1 for Sloth, and that is 6th place. Who else is out on track going? Easy Life going for another one. As a lot of drivers now make their way into the pit lane, having had their first runs. Al Newt does a 134.6. He actually did complete that lap, but we saw him go off. Joker is on his way back out in the other McLaren. King Kong is, I think, yet to come out at all. Here comes Easy Life. And it's a 131.5 for Easy Life, 14th place at the moment. Here's Al Newt, and he is up. and up big on that 134, he said. We will go straight to Mr. Pickle if we can at the end of this lap, because it appears that he's right behind, but a purple sector for Al Newt, and he's 4 seconds up on his previous time, so this could be putting him up the list a little bit as he comes around the last corner. And for Al Newt, that is a 130.2 and up to 11th. Mr. Pickle is abandoning his lap. Easy Life is down on this one, so he'll be coming in. And everybody else is on out laps. So, in the interest of fairness, let's go to Ben Lane. As Smug is currently in the pit. Ben is second at the moment, so let's see his next attempt in full. As he comes down the back straight to turn the last corner and start his attempt. Move over the glitch. As Al Newt has left the session, that may be the reason for the glitching. Hopefully we can get Al back in. Smug's sitting in the pits at the moment, so he should be able to get Al back in. Then through sector 1 is 1,000th of a second up on his time. Remarkably, only 4,000ths of a second separate him and Smug at the moment. Cheeky slipstream there off the Alpha Tauri, every little helps. AM goes with a 129.5 into third place in the Haas. King Kong goes fifth, a 129.7. Syme, a 129.3, takes provisional pole from Smug. But now what's Ben going to do here? He's giving it up. He's giving it up and into the pit lane. Here's Swanton. He is up into sector 2. Just 6 minutes left in the session. And Swanton a couple of attempts up. Needs a couple more attempts to get on that front row. Here he comes up towards the line. Where is he going to go? It's a 129.4 and into second. Just 0.02 of a second ahead of Smug. Sainzy's broken 130 now. He is a 129.9 and up into 8th place. Let's see where Miller Vanilla is. He was a 10th up through sector 1. And a purple sector 2 for Miller Vanilla, 4 tenths up. This could be towards the front row. Remarkably open qualifying session so far. Here comes Miller Vanilla around the final corner. And he's going to abandon that one. Sainsy is down, he just did his time. Sloth is slightly up through sector 2. Can he break 130 here himself? To the line, he can. It's a 129.9 and he stays in 9th. Senna is out on track but going back into the pits. Easy Life 131.5. He's going to be going for another go, I think. Got most of his battery left according to the steering wheel, so we'll have a look at this as Swanton re-enters the pits. Ninjas is starting another go. 4 minutes remaining. Everyone now probably timing it for their last runs. So Mr. Pickle and Ben Lane are back out on track. And Ben is coming around the final corner to start his next attempt. We'll stay with Easy Life for now. Both Ferraris on out laps now, Mr. Pickle and Levi, as well as Miller Vanilla. He's now in the Alpha Tauri. And Easy Life's half a second up here. If he can break 131, he'll at least go ahead of Senna. Got a way to go to get in the early 130s though. And Easy Life goes there 130.5. It's a good lap, but it's 17th place at the moment for Easy Life. Let's go and see what Ben is doing. He is less than a tenth up through sector 1. Ninja is set for 130.9, so now Senna, the only driver on track not under 131. It just goes to prove what a close grid this is as Ben Lane comes up towards the line and it's a 129.5. He didn't quite manage to improve on his time. Here's Miller Vanilla in sector 1. At the moment it's the trio of Syme, Swanton and Smug, the 3 DRSS's who are the first 3 on the grid. But who, if anyone, is going to break in to that top 3? Could it be Miller Vanilla who we're watching? Best lap so far 129.9. We're about to see how he's doing through sector 2. He's a second over, so we will leave him. Levi's 2 seconds over and Mr. Pickle's 8 seconds over. So I think they're gearing up for another last attempt, as is Ben. Smug starting his final flyer and ran a little bit wide there. Think that's going to cost him. Cost him a tenth. Ben Lane's out. Ben Lane's out. His last attempt did not go well. And he's out. "20 seconds remaining." So the Haas and the Mercedes should get across the line. That's AM and Swanton timing it perfectly to start their laps. Smug is over on his time. The other Mercedes is Senna. Let's go to him. And he was over on his time, was he? 1:31.0, so he is going to be last. Syme improves to 1:21.1. Here comes King Kong into the pit lane. Smug will go into the pit lane as the other Red Bull, 50 Gent. He's going into the pit lane. Next round was Miller Vanilla. Here comes Miller. 1:29.6 for Miller Vanilla. That is 6th place at the moment. Levi up, down on his time. He's not improved. Here comes Mr. Pickle into the pit lane. Here's Joker. 1:30.2 for Joker. Slight improvement, but maybe it invalidated. No improvement for Sainsy. He's hit the line. So AM and Swanton, the last ones to complete. Here comes AM. And goes on pole! Can Swanson beat it? No, he cannot! AM takes pole position with the final lap. The Haas is on pole. Syme then will start in 2nd place. Swanton there goes 3rd. Then it's Smug in the Red Bull for 4th. Ben Lane's Alpine is 5th. Miller Vanilla, AlphaTauri in 6th. Then it's 7th and 8th, the Aston Martins, King Kong and Sainsy, followed by Sloth's Williams and Ronnie's Alpine. Colin is 11th from Levi Hughes, and Mr. Pickle in the Ferraris. 50 Gent, 14th for Red Bull, Al Newt 15th for Williams. Then it's the McLarens, a bad qualifying for them, 16th and 17th, Joker and Easy Life. Ninjas is 18th, and Senna will start right at the back for Mercedes. We do now have a bit of a pause. There we go, Haas, the only team with only one car on the grid this evening, and it's on the front of it. An excellent lap from AM just at the right time. He and Swanton timed it perfectly, started the lap with seconds remaining before the checkered flag flew. We do now have a little pause while drivers sort out their fueling and strategy options as the rain pounds down in London. No chance of that in Bahrain, of course. So just while we wait, as we've got no championship standings to do, I will go through, if I can find it, the driver lineup. So the missing Haas belongs to Skippy. He's the Pro-Am side. AM on pole position, of course, in the other Haas. The Red Bull team then, Smug and 50 Gent. The Ferraris, Mr. Pickle and Levi. The Mercedes, Swanton and Senna. The Alpines are Ben Lane and Ronnie. The McLarens are Joker and Easy Life. The Alfa Romeos are Syme and Ninjas. Aston Martin, King Kong and Sainsy. Haas, as I mentioned, just AM today. Skippy is the other one missing. The AlphaTauris.
Monopoly is back at McDonald's. Only now, the game you love is twice as nice. That's because now you can peel on back, then peel in app. Do it. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? It's so nice. Got to do it twice. New McDonald's Monopoly Double Peel. Get more out of playing with the McDonald's app.
We should never have let AI out of the box.
Execute her, or we go extinct.
She's a kid.
Are you going to heaven? You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
So, we're the same. You're not good, and I'm not a person. They're coming to get me.
Seatbelt.
The Creator. In cinemas now. Book tickets.
Oh, it's dropped to 5. Oh, so upset somebody. Hello everyone, do drop us a comment. Tell us who you think is going to win this opening race here in Bahrain. Don't forget to join me later on, where you'll be laughing at my attempts to drive around Canada. 10 PM, Blobby and Baker's Monday Night League, where Baker tops the Drivers' Championship and his Alpine team top the Constructors, but Red Bull, myself, rejuvenated by a new teammate in Noodles, who's won the last 2 races, are hot on their heels. Tune in from 10 PM this evening, only live on Blobby_Butler here on Twitch. My apologies, I'm not here for Thursday night this week. Have we got a formation lap? I hope so. Yes, we do. Which means I can put the tyres up and tell you about those. Scornful Griffin, the champion, is in the chat. He says Simon looks strong, has always gone well here, and possibly a slight advantage for P2 going into turn 1, being on the inside. It met, watching the preview earlier on, that seems to have happened a couple of times before. We had somebody join then. So AM then on hard tyres, also chosen by 4th place Smug, Colin, Levi, Mr. Pickle, 50 Gent, 11, 12, 13 and 14, and Joker in 16. Everybody else goes mediums for this 29 lap race. Syme and Swanton on the mediums, AM and Smug on the hards. We'll see how that goes. Don't discount Ben Lane in 5th. Yeah, my apologies, I'm not here this Thursday, so I will miss the final race of Prospects. I'll be dropping to a reserve there next season, just because of commitment issues. And of course DRS Extreme on Thursday at 8 PM. You won't see it here on Blobby Butler, but you will see it on the DRL channel, with somebody else doing the commentary, and it's the season opener in Bahrain there as well, as the DRS follows the same race each week on the calendar. AM's going very slowly to his grid slot, and in fact Swanton overtook him. Ghosting will be in effect for that. We'll see if anyone gets disqualified. Hopefully nobody has the glitch that we had last week on Blobby and Baker's, where some were sitting on the grid waiting and others had jumped the start and gone, which turned into a reset lobby. We look like we're okay. The lights are going on. Ronnie has jumped the start. Ronnie's jumped the start and has taken the lead, but he's going to have a drive-through penalty, so he needs as much as he can get. AM has managed to fend off Syme, and off at the back is Miller Vanilla. Miller Vanilla's off. Miller Vanilla has spun, and now his teammate as well has lost a place, but is still there. So Ronnie leads, but does have a drive-through after jumping the start. That's not going to be any good for him. AM in second from Syme. Then it's Swanton. Ben Lane has got in front of Smug. 5th and 6th. Sainzy's lost an awful lot of places. And Levi goes past Colin, or does he? In fact, Levi's off! Off goes Levi! Levi is off. As you can see there, he's having to spin his car round. And he was battling with Colin at the time. Didn't see what happened there. Adam's closing back up to Ronnie, who's going to have to jump in the pits and get out of the way very shortly. Is he going to do so now? He is not. So AM sets the fastest lap. And goes up the inside of Ronnie. And into the lead goes AM, but Ronnie's going to fight it. And Ronnie retakes the lead. Three wide now. Syme pushed a little bit wide. AM tries to go around the outside of Ronnie. And makes it stick. AM back into the lead. Ronnie is second. Syme was pushed back, and now Swanton is right in there with him. From Ben Lane and Smug. The Haas back into the lead. No DRS, of course, for the first 3 laps. Ben was having a look there at the inside of Swanton, but didn't make a dive. King Kong has latched on as well to this battle, so we've got the first 7 in very close proximity at the moment. Then a bit of a gap to Sloth in 8th. Mr. Pickles up to 9th. He's had a good start. And Joker also, he's up to 10th. And now Ronnie comes into the pits to serve his drive-through. And King Kong sets the fastest lap in the race. In fact, Colin now takes that. And Ben Lane and Smug going at it. King Kong getting involved as well. Ben Lane up into 4th place. Sorry, retaining 4th place from Smug, who's going to take it back. And Smug retakes the position. But for how long? Because Ben's going to stick it back up his inside. And have to go the long way. Edges him out. And then goes wide. And Smug's going to try and get back past him. Great battle this. And through goes Smug into 4th. This is Constantine and everybody up in behind. And allowed Swanton to get away a bit. Smug leading a whole train of cars behind him now. And they're all going to have DRS. It's Smug from Ben, from King Kong, from Sloth, from Mr. Pickle, from Joker, from Colin. And so far, Smug is managing to keep the Red Bull in front of everybody in this line. King Kong having a look up the inside. They could be going 3 wide here. King Kong bailed out of it a little bit. Ben certainly didn't. King Kong may lose out to Sloth now. I'm going to stay with Ben and Smug. And Ben's up the inside and King Kong round the outside. And Smug trying to keep it there. Ben goes up to 4th. Smug and King Kong battling. Mr. Pickle has passed Sloth into 7th place. And now has a look. And Joker has a look up the inside. And contact. And off goes the Ferrari. Mr. Pickle is off. And I think somebody just nudged him. Al Newt is off as well. Separate incident. Al Newt is off and has possibly broken his front wing. Maybe not. Couldn't see with the black colour of it there. So take a breath. AM leads by about a second from Syme, who's 2 seconds ahead of Swanton in third. 2 seconds back to Ben Lane, who is trying to drop Smug. King Kong is still right with Smug. Then it's Sloth, Joker, Colin. Mr. Pickle dropped to 10th now. Then it's 50 Gent, Easy Life, who's chased by Sainsy. Then Senna from the back is up to 14th. Miller Vanilla, Al Newt, Levi, and Ninjas, who are all having a bit of a battle, and Ronnie is in last after his drive-through. Down the straight we come again, and Smug's having a look. Smug's having a look up the inside. Joker up the inside of Sloth, and Smug is going to get that place back, but for how long? Because Ben and King Kong are right there with him again. Smug retakes 4th. Ben Lane sticking with him. Great battle this. King Kong just in behind, waiting for an error from either of them. Joker's up to 7th. He's having a great race so far after a poor qualifying. Sloth is in 8th from Colin and Mr. Pickle, and 50 Gent has caught this battle. Ben is back past Smug once again. Or is he contact and they're both off? And I said King Kong was going to wait for them to make an error, and there it is. Both Smug and Ben Lane round, and that's going to cost them a lot of places indeed. King Kong is now up to 4th, Joker to 5th, Sloth in 6th, Colin is 7th, Mr. Pickle 8th, 50 Gent is 9th, and Sainsy rounds off the top 10. Smug managed to get back going in 11th. Ben is all the way down in 17th. So contact and a spin between Smug and Ben. Sloth getting close once again to the back of Joker, who lost a place to a few laps ago. Colin is not far behind. And did Sloth just make a bit of a mistake there? Or was it the camera angle? Not sure, but Colin's definitely closing in on him. Lap 6 of 29, all 19 drivers still running, but it's not been without incident or collision. And we've got a yellow in sector 2 at the back, and that is Ben Lane again. Ben Lane is off again, and he is now last. Levi has passed Senna for 14th place. Syme is now closing on leader AM, and he's back to about half a second behind. So we will keep an eye on the leaders while trying to bring you all the battles and overtakes. But Syme could be going for the lead here with the DRS down the main straight, and into the lead goes Syme. A nice clean move there. Way before turn 1, and Syme takes the lead. Smug is passing his former teammate Sainsy. Up into 10th place goes Smug. AM trying to fight back to Syme. Sloth getting very close. In, and in fact Sloth's off! Off goes Sloth! Just as we came to him, he was getting close to the back. He was getting close to Colin and Joker, and he went off, and he's lost a couple of places. He's down to 9th now. Joker's in 5th, Colin in 6th. We've got a yellow in sector 2. I think that is Al Newt is off as well, and he's gone to the back. So a terrible few seconds for Williams. both their drivers off on this lap. He's kept it going, Al Newt, but he is now at the back. 50 Gent is closing in on Mr. Pickle. And might fancy a move here with some DRS help. He might fancy a move here. Which way is he going to go? He's going to the outside. And Mr. Pickle defends that very nicely. But another DRS zone to come, of course. Joker is past King Kong. We will go to them very shortly as we watch the end of this battle. And a bit of a wobble, a big wobble for 50 Gent there. And that is going to end that one. Al Newt into the pit lane. There you see Joker is up to 4th. And if you look at the position change, he's up 12 places from the start of the race. Started 16th. He is now 4th as Ninjas picks up the first time penalty of the new season. He is currently running in 18th place. All 19 still with us. Lap 8 of 29. King Kong looking for a way past Joker now as they battle for 4th place, and Colin is not far behind. Here comes King Kong taking the very inside line. Almost running along the pit wall. Sloth overtaking 50 Gent. And up into 8th place goes Sloth. Syme has not managed to create much of a gap as Joker is retaking King Kong. Great battle between these two at the moment. Ben overtaking his teammate Ronnie, or is he? Bit of side-by-side racing with the Alpines. No team orders at Alpine early on in the season. Ronnie certainly not moving aside for his teammate. Ben's going to have to dive it up the inside. And they're still side by side. And Ronnie still manages to defend. Ben having a look up the inside again and getting nowhere. And now surely he'll get the place, and does so. Finally Ben up to 16th ahead of his teammate who did not want to let him go. Syme from AM at the front then. Easy Life is into the pit lane. Colin has caught right up now to the back of King Kong and Joker and their battle. Sloth is closing in on Mr. Pickle, and Smug is getting close to his teammate.
But a waistcoat pop.
The greatest storyteller always had the perfect story whenever you needed to hear it. There were adventures that could stir the weariest soul, or even move you to tears. But surely a storyteller so great must be just another story, right?
Okay, I guess this is it.
Yes, dear. Best of luck.
Love you, Betty.
Has anyone seen my phone?
What time is dinner?
Same time as every night.
Back so soon?
Have you fed the cat yet? What? Can I still have your room?
Need a hand here?
How's the move going?
Can I borrow 20, sis?
Find your way onto the property ladder with a Barclays Family Springboard Mortgage.
Made it.
Barclays. Make money work for you.
Battling for the lead. King Kong up the inside of Joker. Joker had a little wobble and Colin could get involved. Joker with DRS now is going to retake King Kong. What a battle this is. Colin fancies a bit as well, but nearly ran into the back of King Kong. A wobble and on the curve goes King Kong, and Colin says thank you very much. A bit like King Kong did with Smug and Ben earlier on. Colin waited for the mistake. The mistake came, and there is the place. In Bahrain, we've got all kinds of chaos as Sloth, Mr. Pickle, Smug and 50 Gent. Smug now past 50 Gent. Into 9th. Sainsy is up with them as well. AM still very close to the back of Syme. They're on different tyres, remember. Could that play a part? DRS is certainly playing a part, because this could be another turn 1 overtake between these two. Up the inside. And there you have it. AM back into the lead. Sainsy has passed 50 Gent for 10th place. And in fact has passed Smug as well, has he? No, Smug keeps the position ahead of Sainsy. Colin is now closing in on Joker, but still has King Kong for company. 50 Gent and Sainsy are side by side. Ronnie is into the pits. So is it around this time that the medium runners start pitting? Personally, I think it's a little bit early. Maybe a couple more laps. Ninja's also into the pits though. He has 6 seconds of penalties, and we've got a yellow flag, and that's... I don't know what that was. That's Ninja's in the pit lane. And he's back out. So I don't know what the yellow flag was there. Apologies for the unnecessary excitement. $50 Gent seems to have fended off Sainsy for now. The hard tyres should at the moment be the better ones, and the medium ones should be the ones that are going off. But we shall see. King Kong still racing on his medium tyres, and he's got some DRS help against Colin here. And King Kong retaking 5th place. King Kong retakes 5th place from Colin. AM has now managed to get a gap on Syme as Levi pits from the hard tyres. A strange strategy from him. Maybe hoping for a safety car later on. AM has managed to get away by 2 seconds now in the lead. Still, this Joker King Kong Colin battle continues. Sainsy continues to pursue 50 Gent. And Al Newt has caught up to Ronnie after Ronnie pitted. Lap 13 of 29. We're expecting the medium runners to be pitting around about now. If they can make it to half race distance, then they know they're set on the hards. And into the pits comes Swanton. Swanton is the first of the front runners to pit. Hard tyres going on. Also into the pits are Sloth, Mr. Pickle and Sainsy and Miller Vanilla. So some pit lane action. Swanton rejoins in 8th place. Senna picks up a speeding penalty in the pit lane. Ben is back up to 9th now, but obviously yet to pit. Easy Life, who pitted early, has now got up to 12th, just ahead of Sainsy. And the Joker, King Kong and Colin battle continues. 50 Gent getting close to the back of Smug now. They are both on hard tyres, so they'll both be hoping to go long. Let's just hope they've coordinated their strategy, because at the moment they are so close together that a double stack would not work. King Kong behind Joker, ahead of Colin, looking for a move once again. Is he going to pit this lap? Syme is in the pits and King Kong is joining him. So as expected, medium runners starting to pit. Smug and 50 up into the top 5 now, the Red Bulls. Syme will come out in 6th place, with King Kong overtaken by Swanton. So King Kong is out in 8th place. Ben is in the pits. Sloth and Mr. Pickle side by side, and Mr. Pickle making up a place into 9th place there on his new medium tyres. Did he start on mediums? Or did he start on hards? I assume he started on hards. And he's just pitted a bit early for them. So the front 5 yet to pit. AM the leader. Joker now in 2nd. Colin in 3rd. Then it's Smug and 50 Gent. And Colin now getting closer to Joker now that King Kong is not between them. King Kong has rejoined in 8th place. Ronnie overtakes Senna for 15th. Of course, all these places all making a difference in the Pro-Am standings as well as the Pro. As Joker pits and Colin doesn't. Colin decided against it at the last second. He's going for another lap. Joker is in the pits, as is 50 Gent. So Smug goes on into 3rd place. Syme will go up to 4th. Swanton up to 5th. Where will these come out now? Mr. Pickle sets the fastest lap of the race, and that's going to help him pass 50 Gent, but not Joker. Joker comes out in 6th ahead of King Kong, who must be sick of the sight of him, and now going past him is King Kong, and 3 wide here with Mr. Pickle as well. And in the air, the contact there, and it's a spin for Mr. Pickle. That's the 2nd time that's happened to him today. Not quite a full spin, but he lost a couple of places. Joker came out of the pits right in front of King Kong. Mr. Pickle was in amongst it, and Sloth has now overtaken him for 8th place. As we keep an eye on the front 3, who are surely pitting at the end of this lap. Miller Vanilla is up to 11th ahead of Easy Life, who has Levi and 50 Gent right behind him. Into the pits comes Colin. AM has not pit, so AM continues on, as does Smug. Colin's into the pits. Syme will go through. as will Swanton. He's not far behind Syme now. Where is Joker? Here comes Joker, and Colin is coming out of the pits. This is going to be close. Joker goes through. King Kong and Sloth do not go past Colin. So Colin comes out in 6th place, ahead of King Kong, but not ahead of Joker. 50 Gent has passed Easy Life. Sloth is having a look at King Kong now, and he's got a better exit there, but had to get out of it. And Mr. Pickle might see that as an opportunity, as we see on the helicopter cam. Not quite. Excellent view of that little battle there. AM now surely is going to pit. He's cruising along in front, and into the pit lane he comes. Smug also surely going to pit. Now, has AM done enough to get in and out again? Ninjas picks up another penalty. That's 9 seconds worth for him, I think. Smug into the pits. Where is Syme going to be in relation to AM here? And Swanton as well. AM's coming out of the pits. Syme is past him. Swanton is past him. So AM comes back out in 3rd. Joker's now 4th, and Colin in 5th. King Kong 6th, Sloth 7th, Mr. Pickle 8th. Sainsy's up to 9th. Miller Vanilla is 10th. 50 Gent just overtook Levi for 11th. Levi 12th, and Smug came back out in 13th. So he's going to have to hope these medium tyres are racy towards the end. We're on lap 18 of 29. The long stint didn't quite work there for Smug. Levi almost tapping the back of 50 Gent there. AM has already closed to Swanton. He may have lost track position, but he's got fresher tyres and medium tyres compared to hards on the front too. And that could be crucial. Some defending to do for Swanton here. Still looks good for a podium. 7 seconds ahead of Joker. But Al Newt is going to get him here surely with DRS. Up the inside, and it's going to be done before the corner. Cuts back in and up into 2nd place. He's got a 1.5 seconds to chase down Syme. Swanton with a bit of DRS. Can't do anything about it. And he will hope to bring it home in the last 10 laps for a podium. Sloth and Mr. Pickle still not separated by much. Miller Vanilla is catching Sainsy. And then it's that battle between 50 Gent and Levi ahead of Smug. Ben seems to have settled in the lower midfield now in 15th. Not what he would have wanted to start the season. A season of expectation really, after being runner-up last term, and of course Scornful the champ not racing. AM has already got that gap down by about a second, and it could be this lap that he goes for it with DRS. He may be a little bit too far back. He sets the fastest lap of the race. So you can tell he's got the pace. And it seems to be a matter of time as Smug gets past Levi for 12th place. The two Red Bulls sitting just outside the top 10. Miller Vanilla does get the move on Sainsy for 9th. Five and 9 at the moment for Alpha Tauri. A good start to the season for them. But Gunther Steiner will be the one who will be the happiest of the team principals at the moment. Because despite only having one car on the grid, that car looks set to go and win as more DRS here. He's just biding his time to try and pass Syme here. Smug overtaking 50 Gents. The battle of the Red Bulls continues. Up to 11th place goes Smug. We're staying with the leaders though. As I don't think Syme is going to be able to defend this much longer. He goes inside. AM follows. Now up the inside goes AM. And a bit of contact maybe. Or certainly contact with a curb for AM. As Syme defended with his elbows out and off. At the back is Ronnie. Ronnie is off. And AM is side by side with Syme, who's defending like a lion. Further back, Colin and Joker scrapping away. And Sloth now catching King Kong. But we're going to stay with the leaders. It's only right. Ronnie's off again there. And drops to the very rear of the field. AM getting closer and closer as each lap progresses. Syme defending gallantly, but we still have 8 laps to go. And this time surely it's going to be position taken back for AM. He pulls out alongside. Doesn't want to leave Syme any room. Mr. Pickle picks up a time penalty, which at the moment would drop him back behind Miller Vanilla and almost Sainsy as well, who has Smug overtaking him in fact. Smug up to 10th place. Could have gone so much better for him before that contact with Ben that ruined both their races. Joker and Colin are going at it for 4th place. And Ronnie's out of the race. Ronnie is our first casualty. He'd had a couple of incidents in the last couple of laps and he's out of the race. It hasn't caused a safety car. His car was quickly removed and he's out of the race. AM has now managed to get a gap on Syme after that overtake, and he should now surely be cruising to victory without any commentator's curse whatsoever. So Colin chases Joker, Sloth chases King Kong.
Are we at war?
Challenge me? Good luck.
Your lives depend on what you do next.
Colin again closing as Levi and Sainsy duke it out. Smug showing incredible pace on these newer mediums. Maybe the strategy did work despite not giving him track position, because he's flying through the field. About to take 8th place from Mr. Pickle. Sainsy picks up a time penalty. That's not going to do him much good. If Smug can get past Mr. Pickle here, he could still fancy getting to Sloth, King Kong, and even those in front, as Colin retakes 4th place from Joker, who tries to close it back up and gets nudged onto the curb a bit there. And Joker is going to retake the position, is he? Up the inside he goes, and not quite. Colin keeps 4th for now, ahead of Joker. Then it's King Kong, Sloth. Smug did get past Mr. Pickle, and Sloth will be his next target. Joker and Colin having a very good battle here that involved King Kong earlier on. Ninjas has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane now. He is collecting penalties like I collect McDonald's Monopoly stickers today. Unfortunately for him, he has pit for soft tyres in a fastest lap attempt, I would assume, as he is well down the field. In fact, he's last and he might be about to be lapped. Syme closing back up though on AM. As Joker again passes Colin. Smug has closed up, and Syme into the lead. Syme into the lead, ahead of AM now, as they come to lap Syme's teammate Ninjas. In fact, they have lapped Ninjas. There he is in the background of the shot. Ben Lane overtakes Easy Life for 14th, but that's not where he's going to want to be this season. A bad day for Alpine with Ronnie crashing out. Alfa Romeo then first and last. But can Syme hold on to it? AM, the sole Haas. Tracking him all the way. Lap 25 now of 29 as Mr. Pickle and Miller Vanilla go at it. Smug has caught Sloth and King Kong now. And if his tyres hold on, which they should do, they're younger than those around him, he should be on for good points and P6 potentially, or even P5. Joker has now dropped Colin by a couple of seconds. Miller Vanilla passes Mr. Pickle as Levi pits again. The gamble looking for a safety car did not quite work. And the Ferrari is in the pits for a fastest lap attempt on softs. Smug getting very close to the back now of Sloth and King Kong. Colin not far up the road either. Smug could fancy more than just 2 overtakes here, but he's got to get them done, because at the end of this lap we have 3 laps remaining. And the problem, of course, with having so many cars in front is that they all get DRS. Simon is back in front of AM. I'm not sure what happened there. AM had made the pass and got a bit of a gap. As you can see again, now AM is back into the lead. But for how long? Because Simon's got back up his outside. And Simon retakes the lead. 3 laps to go. And these two are going to battle to the finish. King Kong and Sloth battling away. Mr. Pickles in the pits once again. 3 wide possibly here. Sloth up the inside. Smug looking for a gap. Sloth takes King Kong and almost contact. And Smug now up the inside of King Kong and definite contact. Definite contact. Sloth made a mistake in amongst there as well. And Smug has managed to pass both of them and into 6th. Well, that's and a bit of a wobble from Smug. And now Sloth is going to retake the place. And King Kong retakes the place. What a battle this is. We have to stick with the leaders because Sime leads from AM, who's got Ninjas for company there. Ninja's a lap down, but on soft tyres, so he's keeping up with these leaders. And he's ghosting, so he's not going to do anything to affect the battle too much. But Sime has a couple more laps to hang on. He's defending like a lion. He's fighting here. And he could be on for a famous victory. King Kong round the outside of Sloth. And Smug up now, trotting up the inside of Sloth. And can they all 3 get through there? They can. And Sloth has a spin. Sloth has a spin and he's lost out to Miller Vanilla there. So the battle was a bit too hot for Sloth to handle and he's now dropped to 9th. We've got to stay with the leaders because AM is right on the gearbox of Sime. Just the rest of this lap and 1 more to go. An incredible race here in Bahrain to start this DRS season. But who is going to get the victory? AM will have DRS here. Sime, I'm not sure what he can do to defend against that. Just go for the DRS out of the next one into the second DRS sector. AM retakes the lead. Sime can't fight it back. We are on the final lap of the race. And Smug is getting very close to King Kong once again and up his inside. King Kong's going to fight it back. But Smug gets the place there and has DRS now to pull away. 6th place then for Smug at the moment. Can Sime find any way to make one last move on AM here on the final lap? Mr. Pickle passing Easy Life down in 13th place. Just a couple of corners left for AM, who's got a mirror full of Alfa Romeo. Rounding the final corner and coming across the line, AM wins in Bahrain for Haas. Sime is in 2nd and Swanton comes across the line in 3rd. Joker, who shook off the attentions of Colin, will come home in 4th place for McLaren. Colin finishes 5th for AlphaTauri on his comeback. Smug fought back to 6th ahead of King Kong in 7th. Miller Vanilla 8th. Sloth in 9th. And 50 Gent will round off the top 10 in the Red Bull. Sainsy is next from Mr. Pickle, who will be overtaken on penalty by Ben Lane. And Easy Life and Levi. So down to 15th goes Mr. Pickle. Senna will come across in 16th place. And Al Newt in 17th. Ninjas finished in 18th, a lap down, just behind the front two, as you saw. So that is it. Joker probably going to be given the Driver of the Day award, as he started 16th and finished 4th. Indeed he is. A great drive from Joker. Starting the season off well for McLaren. But it's AM who takes the first race of the season. Valiant effort from Smug, from Syme in the Alfa Romeo in 2nd place. And Swanton took 3rd for Mercedes. 1, 2, 3 on the grid, 1, 2, 3 in the finishing order, and the fastest lap as well for AM. So a 26-point max. King of the road performance from AM, but it really wasn't as easy as the stats would make out. Joker finishes in 4th from 16th on the grid. Colin 5th from 11th. Smug lost a couple of places, did well to battle back after that spin and contact with Ben. He finished 6th. King Kong was 7th, ahead of Miller Vanilla in 8th, Sloth in 9th, and 50 Gent 10th. Sainsy was 11th, then it was Ben Lane 12th, Easy Life 13th. Bad start for Ferrari, Levi in 14th, and Mr. Pickle in 15th. Senna was 16th for Mercedes, ahead of Al Newt in the Williams in 17th, and Ninjas a lap down with a lot of penalties in 18th. Ronnie, your only DNF in the Alpine. So that concludes week 1 here on DRS Mondays. We'll be back again next week. I can't remember what the track is, but you'll find out. And do join Dynamic Racing League UK on Thursday while I'm in Cyprus. 8 PM start as usual for the DRS Extreme season opener, which is also in Bahrain. And join me again in about half an hour, 3/4 an hour, as then we are off to Canada in Blobby and Baker's Monday nights. Until then, thank you very much for watching and good night.